So I had a member of my community sending me a chart, links in the description by the way. He sent me a chart of him planning to short in this area, alright? Because this area took Asia liquidity right here on the previous day and it made the break structure lower, correct? He also marked out this inducement right here, which is also a trend line that is being respected, in a sense it's constructing liquidity for it to get taken later. I completely agree with that. The problem is, for this zone, once we go on higher time frame, once we go to the hourly, it looks kind of close to this one. I was telling him it's insignificant because the break is only like 0.5 pips. For it to be a real sweep, for me, it would have to be at least 2 pips. Okay? Like 0.5, it won't take anybody if they're placing the stops a little bit above the high. Just thinking like that. And if you go on a 4 hour, you can even see this. What does this look? This looks like a lot of highs together, which to me, it looks like a resistance. A resistance for support and resistance traders. Which means liquidity, which is basically against your whole logic of SMC. Trading with the liquidity against the support and resistance traders who don't know how the market moves. Yeah, how the market moves. The irony, because they're getting fucked themselves. Well, it might work, but it's just liquidity caught up together. And you just have to see, like, it's not just any breaker that's gonna work. There's a lot of smart money traps. And even here, for example, this will be a trap for sure. This will be a trap for sure. Because you have this inducement right here, these all lows caught up together. Like the price only has to mitigate it once. Once it comes mitigate a lot of times, that becomes liquidity. That becomes buying or selling pressure. People will get interested in these levels. Because that price rebounded from here, so people will expect for it to rebound again. But the thing is, it doesn't work like that. The more rebounds, the more liquidity it builds for later. The better the liquidity will be. So what I'm expecting, and I sent it on the group, you can still join, this is still free. I still give my analysis for free every single day. You can see how I sent it right here. I sent it like a few hours ago. We were still in Asia and I was still enjoying down, and it's currently going down, and you will see that we'll take this. If it doesn't, let's say I'm completely wrong. Let's say I'm completely wrong and you can laugh. Let's say it doesn't go here. Let's say it just goes here. Well, I didn't lose money. I got this liquidity and this liquidity. So I'm just sitting on my hands waiting for either this or this to get taken. And once it does, once price is here or here, I'll either buy or sell accordingly. If it goes here, I'll buy. If it goes here, I'll sell. And here is definitely the best scenario for the trade. For the trade to play out with the sell right here. Alright? We also had some trend line here. And we still have it. We're still building up liquidity. So like I say, price takes one liquidity to go to another, and whilst it takes liquidity, it is also building liquidity to the other side, right? It's coming to take this liquidity right here, and whilst it takes it, is also building this one, and it's also building this resistance right here on higher time frame. So that's it, guys. Just have a bit more logic and really zoom out of the charts. Don't just see a breaker structure or a breaker block and just place your POI and have it move like that. Alright? Really zoom out, place the trend lines, place the resistance out correctly. And don't just take anything for liquidity, which it is. All the highs and lows are liquidity, but if you consider this a liquidity, I agree with you, but just notice that it won't be valid forever. It was a sweep of liquidity, but now once the price has dropped down and made a breaker structure and made it visible, now it's a liquidity for everybody to see it. Now it's a liquidity for later. And also because it's caught up with this high, they just together. Like, yeah, you have the price moving down here, and I was expecting this trade to run at least to here. It didn't, but yeah, the buy is still correct. This was just because GU had also breaking his highs, definite highs, and decided to go lower, because whilst GU was here, EU wasn't even close to, was maybe here, it wasn't even close to breaking this high. So I knew something was kind of up. So, and yeah, on GU I missed out on this trade, and it was just it was a shame, bro, because like the charts are giving me setups while I'm already asleep when it's outside of my trading hours. Because here you had the liquidity get swept, okay, the highs of Monday, and this is Wednesday, so 2 days apart. You have price going higher. No, you have price giving a breaker structure right here, a small one, okay, and then it goes to your order block, starts playing, it gives you another breaker structure, so this is even better. And now this becomes a smart money trap. Even when the highs are all cut up, together, you know, it's just liquidity. It might work, but yeah, it's just cut up together. It doesn't look that nice. And then even with this reaction, you already know it definitely doesn't look that nice. And you just see price shooting up. So we took out the liquidity from the highs. Then we make a smart money trap, and then we run. And because you can always add the liquidity, the smart money cycle as well, because this was a trap. This on lower time frames will become a trap, and because this was a trap, or because this was a trap, this will become a trap, or even because this was a trap, this can become a trap, because this one also took liquidity out. But now that we already made the breaker structure, it might look too visible, because you also had efficiency right here on higher time frames even, and you have this liquidity right here. So price might go down, or it might just go to here and then go up. It's a possible scenario. It's a possible scenario that does this. All right, or it does this, or it does this, or it does this now because it's the previous day, and then goes lower. But I'm not trading inside of this. I'm just waiting. All right? And as you can see, my trades are not breaker structure, order block, breaker structure, order block. Because here you can see liquidity get taken. Boom. You can see I didn't place myself here on this intermediate order block in the middle of nowhere, because that would have been a trap. All right? You can see I'm not placing myself here because there's an inducement right just below. Here, I might consider it if I get a smart money trade inside. If I get a smart money trap inside, sorry. But even then, I would still be aware that it's kind of risky. Consider smart money traders will also be looking at this, and I would just like to look this liquidity to get swept. It's all about liquidities, and this liquidity, if it gets swept, there's a major liquidity. So I just want to see liquidities get taken. And I just want to show you what is liquidity, and not just trade breaker structure, order block, breaker structure, order block. And that makes no sense. Like I like to say, price doesn't move like this. Well, this is kind of sketchy. Doesn't move like this, all right? It will usually move like this. Take liquidity, go. Take liquidity, go. All right? And it's way more complicated to understand. But once you view my channel a little bit, you'll get to it and you'll become a pro, and you can join the group. I'm still giving free sauce, and I'm still helping out the beginners, which they're almost getting funded just by being in the group, which is crazy. But yeah, man, please leave a like, subscribe, and catch you on the next one, boys. See ya.